Welcome to the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports podcast. We got a special guest here. How you doing, Cassidy?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We was talking before the show about the NCAA tournament that's going on currently. How's your bracket looking?
It was a dumpster fire in about 2 hours when Oral Roberts beat Ohio State because Ohio State was in my Final Four. And I promptly haven't looked at it since. So
I understand that. I didn't do one this year. I just picked Gonzaga to win it all. Hopefully that can happen. But if you new to the channel, you know what to do. Like and subscribe on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports podcast. And always come holla at your hometown sports podcast. So let's get to the news. Basketball, college basketball. Everybody except for Georgia Tech was not in the tournament. And then when Georgia Tech got in the tournament, they lost to Loyola Chicago 71-60. Also, Georgia Tech did win the ACC championship. Cookie's in the building. What up, Cookie?
Yo.
What up?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We good, brother. They lost 71-60. How'd you feel about that, Cassidy? I don't know if did you watch the game or how'd you feel about Georgia Tech?
I didn't watch much of it, but I figured once they didn't have Moses Wright, which was one of their big guys inside, it was going to be an uphill battle, especially with Loyola Chicago being 24-4 and being that they've had long runs in the tournament. Before it was going to be an interesting one. I thought they had a chance, obviously, with the runs they had in the ACC tournament. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was, but Loyola just got on a run and they couldn't stop it.
What's up, T? How you doing, bro? Cookie, how'd you feel about Georgia Tech?
And I think COVID's ruining a lot of things. I know if you get a COVID tracing and it takes your best player out, I think that takes the win out of a team. So I think that really did affect Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I understand. I wasn't rooting for Georgia Tech. I knew they was going to lose. I just didn't know when they were going to lose. But that's a little biased because, I'm a Duke fan. The women's UGA will play Drexel's Women's Dragons tomorrow in the NCAA Women's Tournament for the first round. So hopefully they can go down there and get a W. Also, college baseball, Georgia Southern, March 17th, postponed against Georgia Tech. March 19th, they beat Troy 8-1, and then March 20th lost to Troy 11-8. UGA, March 16th, postponed against Wilford. March 19th, lost to Tennessee 11-6. Georgia State, Tuesday, Florida, they lost to Florida 5-1. Georgia State. Friday, they lost to Kentucky 16-1. Good night. I'll tell y'all, these last few weeks, these teams just ain't no mercy rule. Like, can we just can we help these people out? Yesterday, they lost to Kentucky 6-1. And Georgia Tech lost to Pitt 11-9. Yesterday, they beat Pitt 5-3. And let's go. We're gonna talk about the Braves a little later. Atlanta United yesterday, they lost to Charles. They won 6-1. So that's always good. How did you feel about that United win, Cookie?
Anytime it's a win, I'm happy about it. Happy about anything in Atlanta, Georgia. Got to keep them W's.
Yeah, I agree with you there, brother. They also agreed to a transfer for Alan Franco, and Atlanta United sells out of 2021 MLS season tickets. Cookie, you going to one of those games since they selling out tickets?
I don't even know. They they pack themselves in droves. I don't know if I feel safe going to one of them games.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Good deal on a ticket or free, pretty much good deal, meaning free. And probably be the only way. I like packed stadiums, but, it's a pandemic, so I don't know what people are thinking. Falcons signed linebacker Brandon Copeland and safety Eric Harris. Falcons trade 2022 7th round pick to the Bills for tight end Lee Smith. How'd you feel about those pickups for the Falcons? You know, they kind of didn't do nothing in free agency, really. How'd you feel about that, Cookie?
Well, I had a feeling they was going to be low key, especially I know everybody keeps saying, well, we broke. We ain't got that much money. It's because they don't want to have that much money. They can make it if they want to, but they're going to try to move along slow, get from the bargain bin because TF already said it. They're going to go from the bargain bin. So I think I like Copeland. He's really smart, instinctive. What comes out on his tape is that his effort is always going to be there. He doesn't take a play off. I also heard he's an Ivy League professor at the same time. I don't know how you do that. I thought that was impressive. Eric Harris, I've heard that he's one of those great locker room presence and special teams guys. Lee Smith is like one of the best run blockers I've ever seen. So if we're going to get back to the basics and run that dang rock, Lee Smith is going to be a big part of it.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Cassie? How'd you feel about it?
I am not a Falcon fan, so I honestly could care less. But if you want me to be completely honest, I will give you guys respect when you get it, and especially since you've killed Carolina over the last handful of games, so I'll give you that. But I actually like what Carolina is doing. I really don't. I was surprised Lee Smith because I thought he was going to retire, but I think he's a good fit for you guys' running game and things of that nature. But I don't know the other two necessarily, so I'm going to not comment on that.
I understand. So as y'all know, our Hawks are balling. Capital BALLING. Balling. 8 straight, man. And currently tied for 4th in the East with a 22-20 record. Cookie, how you feeling? Because they know how I'm feeling. How you feeling about these Hawks?
Oh, they're not tied no more since Miami lost today. They are the 4th seed in the East.
This Don is in the building. Is that just a special appearance, my brother?
What's up with the curtains behind you?
I'm at my mama's house.
All right. Fair enough.
Don is in the building. How you been, bro?
Man, I've been great, man. I can't complain at all.
I feel you on that, brother. Harrison is a starter in solid. Sean C says, I don't know if I can agree with you there, but we shall see. How you feel about these Hawks? The people haven't talked to you in a while. How you feel about these Hawks, Don?
I told everybody it was just coaching, man.
Yeah.
I said that once we get rid of Lloyd Pierce and you bring somebody in there who's better, like who's a better coach that can elevate this talent that we have, you're going to see a different squad. And haven't we been seeing that?
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you there, brother. This team is a lot better. Their players are playing a lot better. They're playing together. They're actually playing defense. They're doing everything right now under Nate McMillan. I seen a post today that said this 8-0 streak has sealed his job as the head coach. I wouldn't agree with you there. I still got to see a little bit more before I start giving him his job.
Let's not give him the Raheem Morris treatment, man. Let's see what this man can do throughout the season.
That's absolutely correct.
Like we won 2 games, and everybody was talking about, oh, man, Raheem the Dream. I'm like, y'all need to chill out. We got way more games left to play.
Yeah. Long playoffs or a deep playoff run, he can definitely secure this job. Shout out to Knight. Knight's in the building. What's up, Knight? Back to the Braves. The Braves are currently 10-8. On the 15th, the Braves beat the Twins 5-1. On the 16th, the Braves lost to the Red Sox 5-3. On the 17th, the Oilers beat the Braves 5-2. On the 19th, the Braves won 4-2. On the 20th, the Braves beat the Red Sox 8-2. And on the 21st, the Braves beat the Rays 11-1. 21st is today. I don't know why I just didn't say today. Braves will be allowing fans into the facility. Cassie, how you feel about these Braves in this spring training?
I'm very excited. I think it's mostly the same team with a couple of additions. Drew Smiley and Charlie Morton, and actually not having a full starting staff is going to be nice instead of the scrap heap Tommy Malone's and things of that nature. So that's going to be really nice. I feel really, really good. A refrigerator-proof offense. Go to the refrigerator during commercials only with this offense because it could be 1-0 in a blink of an eye. I can tell you that much.
I can agree with you there. Don, what you think? Well, he left. Cookie, how do you feel about these Braves in the offseason?
Hold on. I actually wanted to ask Cassidy, do you think we're going to miss Nick Markakis?
His leadership, his clubhouse, the professional at bat, yeah, I think we'll miss that, no doubt. But he was kind of getting cooked on that high fastball in the playoffs and kind of, in the bigger situations. I would have liked to seen Adam Duvall last year, even though Nick Markakis has some nice moments in the playoffs. The high fastball got him in the base situations. So I think it was nice to have Nick Markakis go off the way he wanted to because he was a cornerstone to our rebuild, and he was kind of the backbone to get us that winning mindset back in our clubhouse. And I really, really appreciate everything he gave to us, but I just really like the youngsters that we got coming up, and what they learned from Nick Markakis is going to pay big dividends from here on out for the youngsters that come up.
Would you say it's too early for them to be up here right now, or you think they're on the right path?
For who exactly?
I'm forgetting some of the names, but I know
like
Drew Waters, players like Drew Waters.
Drew Waters and Christian Pache have struggled with the strikeout ball, so yeah, maybe it'll not defensively. They can come up here and Pache could probably get you a Wood Gold Glove right now in center field, but offensively he might be need a little more seasoning. But you saw what he did in the playoffs in an impossible situation, so the lights aren't too big. He's just I don't know exactly how the Braves are going to play it, because if he starts the year in the minors this year, then we get an extra year of control. So it's not like Ender Inciarte is tearing the cover off the ball either. Obviously, center field offensively is a weak spot, no doubt, but defensively, it's one of the best outfields in baseball. And Ronald Acuna Jr. and Marcelo Ozuna are premier both sides of the ball. So I think we'll be okay depending on what we decide to do in the center field position.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sports Live and ATL is in the building. All I want is a World Series title. That's it. I feel you on that, brother. Yeah. That's all I want too, is a World Series title. Marcel was huge for us to resign, unlike Donaldson, who sold us out.
Donaldson didn't sell us out. He just went and got that cheddar.
Yeah, it's true. More where the money reside. As for Markakis, a professional, and I wish him the best. Hawks 8 straight. Don, how do you feel about the Braves in this spring training?
Frozen Dawn, I think.
They look real good. For what I've been. What you say?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Anyway, but I was saying they look good right now. From looking at the bats are hot. Here's the problem that I've been witnessing with the Braves for the past few years. We don't have a problem with hitting, all right? Like especially June, July, August. Somehow September roll around, in October, we just forget how to hit. And I feel like we have to find a way to go home.
I would say yeah. Our situational hitting goes down the drain a little bit, but you also got to give credit where credit is due with the Dodgers pitching staffs and things of that nature. But I completely agree that it goes cold at the wrong time.
We need to wake the bats up like on the MLB movie.
And that's the thing. We got to figure out a way, man. And I feel like just going back, looking at that. Go ahead, Davonte.
I say like on that Major League movie, you got to wake the bats.
Yeah, the old locker renaissance.
I feel I will be screaming the Hawks Kings game Wednesday at 10 p.m. and would love to be on your post-game show if you have one. We'll be having a post-game show. We will be having one after all the games this year, and you are more than welcome to come on. I just hit you up on Twitter, and we can discuss the all the details on Twitter, brother. No, Josh sold us out. We gave him a chance, and we were the reason he got that money. Not like Bray's offer was cheap. Now Josh doesn't even play the Stir. The Stir owns the Rainmaker. Right.
Well, okay, but Josh, I don't think that Josh sold us out, and I think we got the better end of the deal. So wish Josh the best, but he's not on our team anymore. So
yeah, I feel you on that. Our rotation. How do you feel about the rotation?
I'm really happy about it. Because even though last year we only have one starter going into like the August 1st because of all the injuries and ineffectiveness and all that stuff, we had to go dip into our minors, and we found a bona fide all-star in Ian Anderson, Bryce Wilson going toe-to-toe with Clayton Kershaw, Kyle Wright figuring it out and giving us quality start after quality start. Game 3 notwithstanding, but taking big steps. You never want to see injuries with Mike Soroka's Achilles, but it allowed us to see extra greatness in our rotation and in our minor leagues, and we were able to see that, and that'll give us an extra boost going into this year. The depth is going to be greatly needed, and then you add October veterans like Charlie Morton, who absolutely slays in October, 9-2 with a 3-something ERA, and then you got Drew Smiley, who has great veteran experience in both rotation and bullpen. I think he's a great Swiss Army knife as well. And then you got, of course, Max Fried doing maximum Fried things. Should have been more of a Cy Young candidate, in my opinion, with a 7-0 record last year. But he's slaying in spring right now. So I'm really, really excited in the direction that our rotation is going.
Cookie?
Does anything about the relief pitching concern you a bit? You know, with like Newcomb, and I'm not sure about what his position is, but Newcomb and players like that.
The rotation or the relief corps, it concerns me a little bit that maybe we don't have another right-handed pitcher that we are solidified with, or that has that experience that Mark Melanson and Shane Green do. But there's guys like Nate Jones and Carl Edwards Jr. that have had fantastic springs, and Jacob Webb. So maybe the experience a little bit, but they're different roles and things of that nature. I love that we're younger and more fiery with those fastballs. And Sean Newcomb, I want him in the pin because I just think he attacks more and doesn't nibble as much in the zone. I don't think we've really done a nice job with his necessary development, going seesawing and back and forth from rotation to bullpen. I think we just need to pick a lane and stick to it. Even though he wants to be a starter, I think he's better served as a reliever.
Sports Live in the ATL says he hold grudges. We did get better off the deal. That's obvious. And he also thinks you are great at what you do, and Fox should hire you. So keep up the work, Cassidy. I hold grudges too. You know, y'all know me. I was had a grudge on my current grudge stands with the guy from Duke. I'm not even saying his name now. The guy from Duke until he can show me something. He plays for the Hawks. He's been injured. The guy from Duke. That's what we're gonna call him. I'm currently holding grudges on him. No disrespect, love him to death, but I'm holding a grudge. He's the guy from Duke. Should Acuna have an MVP season this year, Cassidy?
Should he? Should he? I hope he does. I'm thinking, I don't know, 35, 40, 40. I don't know. Let's go big, 50-50. Why not? He's got the potential to do magical things. And I think last year his wrist bugging him kind of hurt us in the last series. We still could have easily won that series, but a lot of things were kind of going against us again. But Ronald Acuna Jr. is the ultimate energizer bunny at the top of the lineup, and he can quickly make a pitcher's night turn into a nightmare just like that. That's why I call our offense refrigerator proof. Excuse me.
Cookie, how do you feel about Ronald Acuna having an MVP season? I think he can. I think he should. What you think?
I think out of all players on the team, not named Freddie Freeman, I think he's the one of the Braves that has a better chance of having an MVP season. I think his potential is just at an all-time high, and we've seen it, throughout since he came up.
Yeah, I would agree with you there on that one. We are favorites to win the NL East again. How do you feel about us being favorites, Cassidy? I don't like us being favorites. I'm gonna be honest. I like underdogs.
Okay, but I like the fact that we're favorites because until you beat us, we're the champions. So, and not a lot has changed with our roster except for the fact that we've improved and through our farm system and free agency. And I don't think Alex Anthopoulos gets enough credit for what he does with the financial situation of COVID and things of that nature. So until somebody knocks us off, why would I think anything different?
Yeah, I understand that. Congrats to the Lady Jackets. They won today. And I hear Hawks may trade Reddish. I like the player we could get, Lonzo Ball. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. That is not going to work. We're definitely not. If they do that, I'm going to be a little mad. And y'all going to hear my mouth for a little while. But we can't do that. No shade to Lonzo Ball, but, yo, shade. Let me just say that. I know what's that team? Charlotte fans that don't even like Ball. They don't even want him on the team. So I don't even want him on this team. So Cassie,
I'll stick with my LaMelo Ball. I'll stick with the LaMelo Ball. Thank you very much.
You're talking about the wrong ball, brother.
I mean, yeah, Lonzo.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with my LaMelo. My LaMelo's on my team. Y'all can have Lonzo.
Pelicans. My bad. The Pelicans. He's in Charlotte. I mean, not Charlotte. Goddamn New Orleans. My bad. He's in New Orleans, and I know Pelicans fans that don't want him on the team. So I darn sure don't want him over here in Atlanta. He can't do nothing but pass the ball and dribble a little bit. Plays a little bit of defense. But that's about it.
Cassidy's not going to like the LaMelo Ball news. So I'm going to let her read it.
Nope. Yeah, I just saw it pop up, and I'm just trying not to think that it's real, but he might have fractured his wrist. Good God, by our season.
Good night. Not the rookie of the year. Not the rookie of the year.
Missed the rest of the season. Good God.
The rookie of the year.
I think y'all still good enough to make the playoffs at least, though.
No, not now.
Nah.
You sure?
Nah.
We don't have a center, but you know that. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. So if we will hold that grudge. Yeah, man. No. My grudge with Reddish, he has to come back and play well before this grudge is lifted. So if we trade him and he goes somewhere else and plays well, that's really gonna make me mad. He has to play well for the Hawks for this grudge to be lifted. That's the only thing I can do for Cam Reddish at this point. As much trash as I was talking about Cam Reddish at the beginning of the year and shooting down DeAndre Hunter, he has to come back and he has to play well. That's the end of the discussion. And when he does come back, I'm going to be super hard on him. he missed layups, y'all gonna hear my mouth. I don't care if he dropped 40 and he missed 2 layups. Y'all gonna hear my mouth. Y'all gonna hear my mouth because of the fact of I should have been disrespecting DeAndre at the beginning of the year. We are fair.
Braves, hurry up now. I don't even need the NBA season anymore.
I feel you on that. How do you feel about Mike Soroka returning?
I'm gonna be very, very happy when he returns. Maple Maddox, as everybody likes to call him, he's just a staple to our rotation, and as fast as he can come back, the happier and more deeper our rotation will be. But don't rush it because we have the depth, so don't rush it. But he's expected to come back late April, early May.
All right, shout out to Sports Live and ATL. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for interacting with us, brother. Let's go. Later, peeps. Go Braves. Cookie, how you feel about Soroka?
Hold on, bro. Called me this other dude. I just had to read that.
Oh snap! He did. I didn't read that. Oh my.
Well,
no, I ain't gonna take that as disrespect. But
I don't think he meant it that way.
Soroka coming back would be a huge boost because they did miss him. You know, even though the pitching was fairly solid, they did miss him. So them coming back, and then you're gonna have that top 5 of guys that you just know can get the job done. Because prior Braves season you had like 3, 1, 2, or 3.
Well, last year we had one starter, Max Fried, that we could rely on after Mike Soroka's injury. So it's honestly a miracle what we were able to pull off last season, and the way the youngsters, like I talked about earlier, stepped up is a big extra boost that is unexpected, and you never want to see injuries, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess, because we know we can trust the younger guys to go out there in big situations and win ball games. So Mike Soroka is just like a cherry on top of a sundae, getting him back in the rotation.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Before we get up out of here, Braves predictions. What are your Braves predictions?
What sort of like? I think we'll win the division. I think it's going to be the toughest division though because every team improved marketably, and I think 93 wins probably get the job done because we're just going to beat up on each other. Let's see. I'll give you a sneaky MVP pick on our team. I will go Ozzy Albies. Cy Young. I will go Max Fried, not reaching there. And I will say Ronald has a 45 season.
Cookie?
I think Pablo Santos. No, I'm just playing. I think Ian Anderson is going to be one of those dark horses for this team. Like he was last season. I think he's going to come back with that straight fire stuff. And I think he's going to be that one that tips the scale this season.
All right. I got the Braves winning 100 games this year. I think they can do it. I think the Braves could possibly win 100 games. And World Series, man, they were so close last year that I think this year the momentum's going to roll over, hopefully, and they can actually go all the way to the World Series like they should have last year. Just a lot of hiccups in that series against the Dodgers late. That was coaching as well, something that
I don't know about that.
What do you think it was then?
It was players not executing. Had nothing to do with coach. I mean, we only had one starter, and we had to use AJ Minter for 3 innings because we didn't. The way the playoffs were with no days off, I hope that never happens again because that was just really not fair. But I don't. I guess you could question some moves, but ultimately, I think Snicker had one of his best years managing in those tough playoff situations, and Adam Duvall being hurt really didn't help, and things of that nature. So I don't think it was necessarily coaching like Lloyd Pierce for the Atlanta Hawks. I think it was just the Dodgers dodgered, and we that runners in scoring position thing with less than 2 outs, that's got to change. So,
I agree with you there. Any shouts out, Cassidy, before we get out of here?
no, just hopefully y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Braves Anatomy. I'll be doing all the recaps and all that fun stuff and everything else. And I will do roster projections and things of that nature coming up soon because April 1st is right around the corner. Thank God, because the Hornets are going to be crappy to watch now.
Yeah, it's true. Cookie, if you're there, any shout outs, brother?
Shout out to Lord Pierce. Thank
Wow.
you for letting us get this 8-game winning streak. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. We are 4th instead of 11th. We looking like a confident team again. Thank you.
That is true. That was such a petty shout out. That was such a petty shout out. As y'all know, shout out to Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat that joined us, Sports Live and ATL. Knight joined us, Sean C joined us, Tyrone joined us. Shout out to y'all. Thank you, Cassidy, for coming on. If you're new to the channel, you know to do like and subscribe to Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Hey, your boy's on vacation next week. I will not be there. Tyrone, DeAndre's burner will be doing Kings Realm, so you won't miss a post game after the Hawks win and we push this thing to 10 wins. But I will be on vacation and I will see y'all in a week. A week and 3 days. I'll see y'all a week and 3 days, man. As you know, love yourself. Don't ever give up. Keep grinding, do your thing, and always come holla at your hometown sports podcast. Peace.